Hello everyone and welcome to the Gulf Sniper channel. This is Talali with you, and I'm going to take you today through an update of the top gainers of Monday 12th of July 2021. Okay, the market was perfect. Actually today we don't look really at this color, as the traders will only be trading the good or the green opportunities. How is that? We'll show you in few minutes good examples and bad examples. Okay. Also, I'd like to welcome the new subscribers to our website, and we will be also talking about some opportunities and how did those opportunities perform during the market. Those opportunities were highlighted on my Twitter account, and there was good reaction from the followers as well. So without further ado, let's start. One of our top 5 is Mtsl, which was also in our swing list for the last week. We entered at around 3, and then we doubled on Friday. Then we further also got another 50-60% today. We closed our position at 58%, and today was an opportunity also to get 7%. The entry happened at the beginning of the trading. It was happening at the top, at the upper side. Very risky one, but the experts and the traders who are following us continuously are seeing similar opportunities, and they can professionally handle those opportunities. So that was Mtsl. I'm gonna move to the next one, Mdia. And Mdia also made a perfect move, almost 300%, was it? Let me check when it was. Let us see what was the top or the last signal. And Mdia, okay, Mdia, the last thing that was appearing to us is at 156, and that was representing 141%. So from that, in relaxation, we can easily make at the early stage 7%, and we can add it to our profit here. Then for the professional trader, can easily take another 50 or 60 or 70%, depending on the capabilities and expertise. Actually, the signal should appear here. I'm not seeing it. Let me double click here and see. Maybe because the rise was high, but usually the signal appears here. If we enlarge the screen here, I think it will appear to us. It's not appearing, but anyways, it appears here usually. So when you see it here, at that time, you will decide to enter. And then it's important to say that first opportunity, Mtsl, in 2 minutes made our 7%, which is 1,719. Similarly, in 3 minutes also, that jump here, 939 here only. The arrow is not appearing because it's not shown to us because the movement is high. But here it is. See the tip of the arrow? It's not obvious, but it is here coming with the volume. So here it comes. Okay, but that one, that very small candle, and after long consolidation made to us 7%, and less than 5 minutes, equivalent to $1,035.30. So congrats to the subscribers, followers, and to all who traded in that. Next is CRTD, and CRTD also is doing great movement. I believe around close to 90%. 90% rise today. In 3 minutes again, 5 minutes, let's say, it gave you the signal, and in one candle it made your profit. Notice that this is consolidation, and the longer the consolidation, the better the results are. Next, HIHO, and HIHO made in 7 minutes, less than 10 minutes, again 7%, or $958.80. All these are based on our of course our investment of $10,000 per $10,000, and the buying power is 6-1, which is $60,000, and our entry of 7%, our profit of 7% from the entry, and stop loss of 3% from the entry as well. So that's 10% actually from the investment. So 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 17% here. Perfect in matter of minutes, and the real subscribers or the actual subscribers can tell and are welcome to share with us their real experience as well. Now the fifth one is CLWT, and CLWT has done great movement, and that was in 15 minutes. Now look into the daily movement of CLWT and see where is the signal coming. At a very perfect entry, 9:32. It's happening from here. The signal comes here when it crosses this candle, and see the consolidation and the slow movement there, indicating that this is going to explode, and this is what had happened with us, and this is a perfect one. Again, for the expert traders, you can trade from 4.12 all the way up to 5.70. You can make more than 7% easily by the time you are getting familiar with our strategy. So those were the top 5. There are some others, but let me answer the first question, or the first statement that I mentioned. We said that the day is red. Okay, we had 30% winning rate, which is 10 winning to 33 losing, with a loss of $3,132.60, with an average loss of $94.93. But that's hypothetical, theoretical, because you will not be trading 33 opportunities per the day unless you are a robot, or you are just hiring 2 or 3 people with you to do the entry and exit. So what we do is that we look into the opportunities and we analyze, and based on the strategy that we follow, you can tell easily that, let's take the worst performer today, which is MVO. If you look at MVO, it is a losing trade. See, where did you enter? That should not be really considered. That's at the end of the day and at the closure of the day. That's not an entry, should not be really considered. Let's take SEED, our champ yesterday, that made us 58%. The entry here with the signal is happening here a little bit on the top. What had happened here is that only the stop loss was activated. So again, this is one of the things that we always advise. If you are entering here, lower your stop loss and make it lower than the moving averages, because the moving averages are most likely to be tested. Be at this low, for example, and see how guaranteed your trade is. So here the problem is not the entry itself, the problem is how to control your trade really. So here this is a winning trade, but what had happened is that you entered here, you put your stop loss here above the moving averages, and that's kind of wrong. Really you need to put your stop loss here, because those, if not respected, once this area is not respected, then you will be going down. But once it is respected, you see what will happen. A perfect movement. Okay, let's take another case study. Here you can see that you are entering here. Okay, and honestly speaking, the entry also seems to be okay, but you are a little bit on the far away. What I meant is that maybe you could have entered here, but that doesn't mean that this is a losing trade. This case is a clear losing one. Losing the momentum maybe did not appear many times on our radar like MDIA. See how many times it is confirming. But I cannot say the only wrong here, the only mistake that a trader might do here is that you're entering here far away from the moving averages, and the moving averages are your support. If you are entering here, that's something else. But regardless, I just want to say that still this is a losing trade, even if you enter correctly here. If you saw the signal and you decided to continue, okay. So if you decided to continue here, it is a losing one. We cannot do anything about it. Sometimes we need to accept, but what will happen is that you will not enter here and then lose here. You will be entering correctly and putting your stop loss here, and then you will be losing 3% here. Acceptable. That's a losing trade. We cannot do anything about it. But with the time you are going to sense that this is not to be entered. If you see signals, or if you see that your next resistance is nearby, so you will not go really. Let me go deeply in this and see what had happened exactly. Why we should not take it. Let's go to ACHV, and with this we conclude today. Let's talk about it and then conclude our session for today. Unfortunately, it came earlier, and because we had many signals thanks to IMTI and MDIA, when we have lots of signals, the beginning of the session is lost, so you will not find the signals from the beginning. But no problem, we'll talk about other opportunities later. And with this, I thank you very much for your listening and watching. And if you like what you saw, please give us a thumb up. I give a special thanks to the subscribers and their trust in us, and for the followers on Twitter and YouTube and the website. Thank you also, and please stay in contact. Stay tuned for today's live streaming, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.